life often brings us to a crossroads, a point where we have to make a choice. One path might look bright, easy, and full of enticing promises. The other can seem uncertain, difficult, and sometimes a bit lonely. It's in these moments that we're called to choose. Not what looks good on the surface, but what is truly God's will for our lives. Think about it. The Bible is filled with stories of people who faced these exact kinds of choices. Abraham was asked to leave his homeland, everything he knew, for a place he'd never seen. Ruth chose to follow Naomi into a future of uncertainty rather than return to her own people. And most profoundly, Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane prayed, "Not my will, but yours be done." In every case, they chose obedience over their own comfort, faith over their fears, and trusting God's plan over their own understanding. Their stories remind us that following God's path isn't always about taking the easy road. Choosing God's will doesn't guarantee a life without challenges, but it does guarantee that we're on the best possible path. His plans for us are so much higher and more intricate than our own, and His timing is always perfect. When we learn to trust that, we find a peace that surpasses all understanding. It's about letting go of our own limited perspective and embracing His infinite wisdom. So, how do we know what His will is? It starts with prayer. Before making decisions, whether they seem big or small. 2. It's so important to bring them before God. When we quiet our hearts and listen for His voice, especially through reading the Bible, the Holy Spirit gently guides us in the right direction. It's like a quiet whisper or a gentle nudge, a sense of peace that confirms we're on the right track, even if we don't fully understand the why right now. One day, we'll look back and see His hand in it all, and we'll be able to say, "God, you knew what was best for me all along." So today, and every day, before you take that next step, just pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and ask, "Lord, is this your will for me?" Because choosing God's will is the wisest, safest, and most fulfilling choice you can ever make. He will never fail you,